In today's lesson, we're going to look at percentage increase. So here's your starter activity that I'd like you to do. I would like you to change these percentages to decimals. I've included a grid now, which might help you to work with these. Because when you change a percentage to a decimal, you should be thinking, I need to divide by 100. Okay, so the first one here, we have got 53%. So into the table, that would look like that, 53. If I divide by 100, hopefully you've looked at these before, 100 has got 2 zeros on the end. That tells us to move the digits 2 places. Right, so there's a dot here. I'm going to move the digits across 1 place, and then I'm going to move them across again, so I have moved them 2 places. So the answer to the first question is 0.53. Okay, if you're super quick at doing these, it helps out lots. Okay, next one, 40%. So pop 40 into the table. 44 in the tens column, of course. Okay, if I move everything across 1 place, it looks like that. That's just 4 though, isn't it? So I don't need that. And I'll move the 4 across again, and it looks like that, 0.4. Okay, now you might have it with the zeros in, but you don't need to have those zeros on the end, okay? Right, now the next one is 4%. Now hopefully you got a different answer for your number 2 than you got for your number 3, because 4 is just a unit. Move it 1 place, and then move it another place. So 4% is the same as 0.04. Okay. And 115%. Okay. Move everything 1 place. And move everything 1 more place. Now, you might have been saying to yourself, there's no such percentage as 115%, but there is. That's what we're going to be looking at today. Okay, so let's have a look at a percentage increase question. So we have Jane. She bought her diamond ring for £8,500 last year. It has appreciated. There's a word that might be new to you. It has appreciated in value by 11%. How much is it now worth? Now, the word appreciate, let's deal with that first. It means it has gone up in value. Okay, it is worth more, which is always good. It is worth more than £8,500. So our final answer will be more than £8,500. Now that's very important, okay? Our final answer will be more than £8,500. Okay, so find 11% of 8,500. Now, at this point here, you should have your trusty calculator handy. Get it ready. Okay, so you should know that 11% means 11 out of 100, because percent means out of 100. The word of, we don't have on our calculator, but we use times. Of and times are the same thing. Whoops, that was a well dodgy 8. Try again. Okay, so we type this in. And we get £935. Now, is that the final answer? Look over here. The final answer must be more than £8,500. That can't be finished then. Okay, that is how much it has gone up in value. So we need to finish this off now. It was worth £8,500. It has gone up in value, so that's an add by £935. So you add those together, £9,435. Now, I'm just going to count how many steps I did. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of working out. I'm going to do the same question again, but without so much working out. So watch this. Okay, so here's exactly the same question again. Jane bought her diamond ring for £8,500 last year. It has appreciated in value by 11%. How much is it worth now? Now, the thing to think about here is the original value having a percentage of 100%. Okay, and then thinking about what percentage of its original value is it now worth. So the item has increased by 11%. The value of the item is increased by 11%, which means that we started with 100%, we've gained 11%, so we now have 111%. Okay, so this time my quicker method is going to be to do 111% of the £8,500. Okay, so 111%, that's 111 out of 100, because percent means out of 100. Don't have of on my calculator, so we do times for that, because of and times are the same thing. Type this in. And I've got £9,435. I'm going to go back. Did my last answer come to 9,435? I just went back and checked. It did, but this time I only have 1, 2, 3 lines of working out. I did it quicker this time. Okay. Now, we can do these even quicker again. But this new quicker method that we're going to look at today, it's especially helpful when we go on to even trickier percentages. So please use the method that we're going to show you today. Okay, to make our working out even shorter still, we need to think about something that's called the multiplier. Okay, now when we're working with the multiplier, we're going to think about the increase, which is 13%. Okay, we know the original amount is 100% and it has been increased by 13%. Okay, so that's an add there. Now if we add those together, we get 113%. Okay, now the multiplier is just the same as those decimals that we were working with in our starter activity. Okay, so to lose the percentage sign, to get our multiplier, we're going to divide by 100. So you're going to do 113 divided by 100. Some of you will be able to do that in your head. Some of you will be a little bit more comfortable with your calculator. And it's fine to use your calculator for these. Okay. Okay, and another one. Same idea. Increase this time. Increase by 38%. Increase means add. Start with 100%, and we're increasing by 38%. Okay, we're being asked for the multiplier, so divide by 100, and we get that one there. And another one again, pause the video and try it. Okay, and that's what you should have got for that one there. And another one, pause the video and try it. Okay, that's that one there. We've just got a couple more. Okay, one more. Again, pause the video. And there's your last one there. Okay, the next slide is going to have your questions on it that you're going to do today, and the slide after that will pop up your answers too. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you our new way of finding these percentage increase questions. So let's have a think. The Subway school lunch is set to increase in price by 20%. They want more profit. How much is the lunch going to cost? So if we look across at the advert, it is currently only £2.50, but it is about to increase in price by 20%. So just going to have a wee think. 100% plus 20% is 120%. Remember, the original cost is 100%. It's been increased, increased by 20%. Okay, so get the multiplier by dividing by 100. Over time, you won't need to write so much of this bit down. Okay, so my super quick method now, ta-da, is take your 1.2 and multiply by the £2.50. And you will get your new price. £3. How quick was that? Okay, feel free to do it the long way if you want, but I'm going to stick with my short way. And like I say, this method, you will use it when you go on to do some trickier percentages. So it's helpful if you start to practice using this method now. Okay, so here's our next question. The arrival of the new prince has seen the local baby boutique sales rise by 23%. Rise, so it's gone up by 23%. Okay, so I'm just going to have a think before I read any more. So the original price is 100%, and it's gone up by 23%. And if I divide that by 100, I will get my new multiplier. Okay, let's keep reading the question. I've only read the first line. Last month they sold £5,630 worth of Prince George style outfits. How much have they sold this month? Okay, so it's telling us how much they sold last month, but we know that this month there's been 23% more sales. So they're saying to us how much have they sold this month. Okay, so let's take our multiplier of 1.23 times it by last month's sales, and that will tell us this month's sales. 1.23 times 5630. Okay, my calculator says 6,924.9. Please don't leave your money like that. Okay, if money has decimal places, it should have 2 decimal places. Please put the 0 on there. Okay, now remember at the start of this lesson I was using 5 lines of working out, and look, 1, 2 lines of working out. That's all I'm down to now. How quick is this now? One last example with you. It is predicted that Smith's toy store sales will increase by 54.2% next year due to Toys R Us recent closures. Last year's sales were 11.2 million. How much are their sales predicted to be next year? Okay, so let's go back up to here. So the original amount we do is 100%. Increase is add. Okay, again, over time you won't necessarily have to write this bit in. Okay, To lose the percentage sign, I divide by 100 or share by 100, and I'll get 1.542. Okay, remember that's what we call our multiplier. How much are their sales predicted to be next year? Okay, so take my multiplier. What were this year's sales? 11.2 million. Okay. You won't be typing the word million into your calculator, but we will put the rest in. 1.542. Okay, so that comes out as 172704 million. Okay, that's in pounds. I think I'll change that now. Right, now million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, you watching this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's what their sales will be next year. Okay, and this is the classwork that you're going to do today. Yes, you are only doing question 1, question 3, and question 5 from your work booklet. Please pause the video whilst you do these questions. The answers are on the next slide. And here are your answers for today's work.